What's up, guys? This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and Michigan has scored another win on the recruiting trail. Before we dive into that, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, get notifications every time we drop new videos so you don't miss news like this. And as always, subscribe to the Wolverine.com. You can sign up today. $1 for your first week over at the Wolverine.com. So 7 days at $1, you get exclusive insider information on everything Michigan recruiting, the team, transfer portal, basketball, and so much more. And you're going to want to sign up today as Michigan gets hot on the recruiting trail, and signing day is just a few days away. All right, guys, so Michigan heating up on the recruiting trail. They landed Jamarion Vincent earlier today. Now they land a big fish in the 2027 recruiting class in Muskegon EDGE Recarder Kitchen, a big in-state win for Michigan. Kitchen has long been a priority for the Wolverines, and they sealed the deal on his visit this weekend for the game. Even though it wasn't, and I kind of said the same thing in the Jamarion Vincent recap, even though it wasn't the ideal result for Michigan, and it was a bit of a brutal loss there to Ohio State, I do feel like recruits, they just don't view the game in the same lens as fans. They're not overreactionary. And so I think a lot of recruits still obviously believe in what Sharon Moore is building, and they're still very optimistic about the future. And you've seen that today, not only with Vincent committing, but now with Recarder Kitchen committing for next cycle. And Michigan's off to a really nice start in 2027. You have a top 100 quarterback in Peter Bork. You have a couple of nice pieces along the offensive line in Louis Esposito and Tristan Dare. And now you add Recarder Kitchen to a pass rushing group. When you look at 2026, you landed Carter Meadows, you landed Julian Walker, assuming he sticks, you landed Tariq Boney, and now you get Recarder Kitchen in as well. That's a really, really nice group here for Michigan defensive line coach Lou Esposito. Now, I think with Kitchen, he's such an intriguing prospect. He's listed at 6'5", 240. Doesn't do a whole lot of talking in terms of interviews. Lets his play do the speaking for itself. And when you turn on the film, he, again, really intriguing, really impressive pass rusher, a guy who can also bulk up, play with his hand in the dirt. I think the expectation for him, though, is to be a bit of that bigger edge type that Michigan has seen previously with, Mike Morris and even Julian Walker coming in this cycle. So at one point, Recarder Kitchen was ranked as a top 10 recruit nationally. He's dropped since then. He's still a top 150 recruit, which I think is about right. I think he's a guy that, again, has a ton of potential, plays for a really good Michigan program in Muskegon, had a really nice year from the film I've been able to see. And you look at even that clip right there. He's a guy who has a quick first step, forces turnovers, always getting around the quarterback, applying pressure. There's a lot to like about him as a true stand-up edge. Now, I think Michigan has an opportunity to really build around this and, secure the borders. When you look at the 2026 class, there's only one in-state commit, and that's quarterback Tommy Carr, who was a late addition, 3-star late riser. 2027 in the state of Michigan is extremely talented. It is imperative for Michigan to build off of this Recarder Kitchen win. There were several key prospects on campus in Michigan's own backyard. You're talking about guys like Kitchen, top 100 wide receiver Dakota Goran out of Harper Woods, Rivals300 tight end Anthony Cartwright out of Detroit Country Day. So, if they can keep some of these big-time guys close to home, I think that's going to really define the 2027 class. 2026, Michigan had to build from the outside in because it was a weaker year in state and around the Midwest, to be honest. 2027 is very, very strong in state and in the Midwest. So they have to lock up the guys close to home, and then they can expand from a national perspective. So I think you'll see kind of the opposite approach with the 2027 recruiting class. But Kitchen, great start on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, Michigan putting together a nice 2027 class early on. Big win here for the Wolverine. So for more on Recarder Kitchen and Michigan heating up on the trail, again, head over to thewolverine.com. Use that deal, $1 for the first 7 days over at thewolverine.com. And as always, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, get notifications every time we drop new videos.